but I still really love YouTube, so here we are, eating In-N-Out. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Malia Janell. I have been sick with COVID for the last week and a half, so if my voice sounds funny, that's probably why. I think I'm on the outstretch of it. I don't know. I've been stuck in my room for the last week and a half, so I got out, I got some In-N-Out, and yeah, I'm being safe. I'm in my car, and I had a mask on when I went to In-N-Out, so I'm being safe. Also, I don't know, it bothers me to wear my glasses when I'm looking close. Anyways, this is very chaotic. But I asked a few questions over on my Instagram because I wanted to do a Q&A and eat some food. So, yeah. If you aren't following me on Instagram, I'll link it right here, and definitely check it out. It's really fun. I've been enjoying it, and it's doing really well. So if you want to see more from me more frequently, Instagram is definitely the place, especially when I'm busy, because I can get more done. I mean, I can post more without it taking so much time. But I still really love YouTube, so here we are, eating In-N-Out. So I'm gonna take a quick thumbnail, maybe. Should I try to pose like a mukbanger? Let's see. Not gonna lie, I watch mukbangs, so let's see. And people can totally see me, but I don't really care. I'm in the shade, and sorry my AC is on, but it's 90 degrees outside. Okay, I started another job, and I'm a wilderness mentor, like a wilderness therapy mentor. So I go out for 9.5 days and live in the desert here in Utah, and I kind of mentor and watch students as they are going throughout this therapy process. So I did my training week a while back, and that was fun. It was very hard, honestly, living like that. We live very primitively, like we don't have tents, and we make our own shelters, and we make our own spoons and bowls and all that kind of fun stuff. And yeah, so it was fun enough that I wanted to come back. So I went out for my full shift a week and a half ago, and I did my first training day, and then we went out to the field with the students, and I was so sick, like so sick. I was lucky I got to come back home, but they told me I could leave at like 10:30 in the morning, and I didn't get home until 9:30 because we were just so far out in the desert, and because it's hard to transport, it just takes forever. But anyways, I missed out on my first shift. I was really sad, and then I got tested the next day, and it was COVID, and I was like, well, I'm not going back out. So that was kind of a bummer. And all of my stuff is still in the back because I was so sick I didn't unpack it. So yeah, that's that. But it was fun. I'm gonna give another shift another go because I really want to try an official shift with the students and see how it goes. I'm really, really nervous because I've heard a lot of crazy stories, a lot of good stories, a lot of kind of scary stories. But yeah, this company has, I really value the values of this company, and I think they do their job in a very good way from what I've been able to see in 5 days. So yeah, anyways, that's kind of where I've been. Sorry guys, I haven't like talked out loud because I live in my dorm alone, alone, and I tried super hard to stay out of the kitchen and everything. So I haven't really spoken out loud in a long time, and I feel like I sound really nasally. But I'm sorry. I'm just impressed. I've made it this whole pandemic without getting COVID, and then here I am just out of the blue getting COVID, so it kind of sucks. But yeah, let me know how you guys are doing, how life has been, whether you're working or if you're in summer school, or yeah, just let me know how you guys are doing. I'm gonna take a bite of this, and then I'm gonna jump into the questions that you guys asked me. Also, because I film on my phone, I wrote down all the questions, but I didn't write down who asked the question. So I'm so sorry about that. I finally bought liquid eyeliner. So this is my first attempt at a winged eyeliner. I don't think it's horrible. I'm kind of happy. This one, first go, good. This one took me so many tries. I was so annoyed. but I got them semi-even, and I was like, it's a good start. I'll only get better from here. I'm not a big makeup person, but today I wanted to just like get dressed up because I've been in my bed for the last 9 days. I'm so old school, and I wrote all my questions on this. Oh well, I'll get a camera eventually. Like, I really don't mind the recording on my phone, so I don't know. Let me know if you guys want me to switch to a camera. But okay, so I remember in a few videos back I was talking about how I wanted to show you guys like my favorite music. Still haven't figured out how I can like play it for you guys. Maybe I can share my Spotify playlist. Let me know if that's something you want. But yeah, I thought I'd share some of my favorite songs right now. So one of my favorites right now, my all-time favorites, it's so funny because if you work at the bakery with me, everybody knows my favorite song because I am the back of house lead, so normally I play the music. And so I cue my songs when I really love them. So if any of my friends are watching this, they're going to be like, yeah, this is definitely your favorite song. But right now I'm loving Nickel by Flip Turn. It's such a fun vibe. It's kind of like, it's got an older school vibe, more like old school rock, I think. I don't know, I'm not the best with genres. And then I found this song named JoJo by Winona Oak. I really liked that song. My childhood best friend's name is JoJo, so I don't know why that reminds me of her. And then there's a song called No More Hiding by Gina Brooklyn, and I've really loved that song for a while too. I rotate my favorite songs all the time. I am always finding new music, and yeah, so I have a lot of favorite songs and it was hard for me to limit them down, but these are the ones that I listen to the most right now, like the last week, so that, yeah. Okay, one of my friends, okay, I remember who asked this, but my friend Tate, he asked, what is my favorite Star Wars? And I haven't watched very many of the old ones, but all of the new ones that have come out, unless any have come out in the last like 3 years, I've seen all of the newer ones. So I think the one that I really like is called The Force Awakens. It's with, okay guys, it's been a long time, and I'm not the best with movies, but the girl, she's really cool, and yeah, she just finds the Force within her. I don't know. Yeah, that was the one that I remember that I like. I'm not the best with movies. Speaking of YouTube, have you guys been watching Ryan Trahan's Penny to Mr. Beast challenge, where he starts in California and he's trying to travel all the way to Mr. Beast, who is like all the way across the country, all off of a penny, and he's doing a 30-day series, and he's trying to raise money for a food donation place, like No Kid Hungry, something like that. He posts every day, and I've been loving it. I've been watching those. But yeah. Somebody asked, why do we exist? I think this is a very open question that many people can have different answers to. I don't know. I think we exist so that we can learn, grow, and find joy, you know? Like, we're meant to be happy. So I think that's why we exist. I mean, obviously there's more that goes into that because I'm a very religious person, but I won't go into all of that because I don't even know how I try to word it. But yeah, I think the main thing is for us to be happy, to grow, and to learn while we're here on earth, and then make it back to our Heavenly Father. So yeah, there's a big picture to it all. Sometimes we don't see it all at the get-go, you know? But yeah, that's why we exist. From the perspective of Malia. If I could travel anywhere, where would I go? I don't know. I would love to go back to Ireland and Scotland. Probably Ireland, yeah. I would go to Galway. I love Galway. It's my favorite. On that note, somebody asked me, what are my favorite things to do in Galway? So, when I lived in Galway, one of my favorite things to do... One second. So I was a missionary, obviously. I loved to, like, teach. But when I wasn't teaching, I really loved going to this like it's a place called Freshie. If you live there, you need to try it. It has really good like fresh food. So I would go get a smoothie, and then I would go with my friend, and we would go sit. So on Galway, there's like this, like a strip of houses. It's like what Galway's known for a little bit. Like if you look up Galway, you'll see this strip of colorful houses. So if you walk down that strip, you go all the way to the end, there's like, you'll like go past a big building and there's a big green area, a bit of a dock. And we would go sit at the end of that dock with like our feet hanging off the little cliff. And we would just like sit there and chill. And I would love to do that. I don't know, I miss Galway so much, and it's where I'm hoping to go whenever I can, so. I would also try, there's this Chinese restaurant, I could never pronounce it right, I think it's like Zines? I don't know. Amazing sweet and sour chicken, go there too. Yeah, that's what I would do. And then I would visit all my friends in Galway too. But that's what I recommend doing, just sightsee, like it's so beautiful. Okay, I got a relationship question, and it's kind of ironic because I was in this person's shoes literally 6 months ago, so. So the question is how to heal when people give you mixed signals in a relationship. And then he said, we're great, and then give me distance. So like, how to heal when you're kind of in like this toxic cycle of a relationship where you guys are really, really good, and then the other person's like pulling away and being like, no, we need distance, we need to, I don't know, figure this out. I was in the same position 6 months ago. And something that I learned the hard way is that if they're second guessing you in any way, shape, or form, nothing you do trying to like win them back will necessarily make a difference. So if they're questioning you and if they don't know how they feel about you or anything like that, like if that's the type of thing you're dealing with, as hard as it is, step away. You deserve better. You deserve to be treated like you are that person's prized possession, you know? Like, you are valuable and you don't deserve to be like a second choice or an option. So if that's what you're dealing with, yeah, I would say take a step back, try to just figure yourself out, and if they really care about you, they will come around and they'll be like, all right, yeah, I made a mistake. And then if you're still up for the relationship, go for it. But if it's more just like you guys are doing good, but then, I don't know, they feel like you're going too fast or something, maybe just like sit down with them and be like, okay, what are your expectations? What are my expectations? And then try to create a good plan so that both sides are comfortable. But if it ever gets to where they're unsure, be very careful, because you deserve somebody to be very sure of you. So that's what I'd say. Also, I'm so sorry you're going through this, because it sucks. I know it sucks. I'm just adding some ketchup to my fries. Do you guys like fry sauce? I'm definitely a fry sauce person. I don't prefer dipping my fries in ketchup, but it's all I got, so we're doing it. Okay. Hopefully that was helpful in any way, shape, or form. Guys, I have missed filming so much, like so much. I've been going crazy in my room. Thankfully I do pretty good alone, but not for that long. Somebody also asked, will I ever go to Brazil? I would love to go to Brazil. If I can ever get down to Brazil, I will be there. It's just whether or not I can get down there. Somebody asked how I am. I am doing alright. I've been sick, but I've been able to relax and heal, so that's pretty good. And yeah, just trying to figure out what I want from life. And yeah, so right now I'd say I'm okay. I've definitely reached out and looked for help with coping with losing my mom. So if any of you or embarrassed or nervous about reaching out, do it. Well, if you're comfortable. I don't ever want to force you to do anything. But I just don't understand, why is there such a stigma? When we're sick, we go to the doctor. And if we're sick, we'll be prescribed a medication and it will help us to get better. And when we're better, we get off the medication and we don't go to the doctor, you know? Why don't we do the same exact thing for our mental health? If we're mentally sick a little bit, or feeling a little under the weather, why don't we go to the doctor? Why don't we get some medication to help? And then when we get better, we stop going to the doctor, or we can keep going because therapy is good, and we can get off the medication. Like, I don't know. I don't know why there's such a big stigma. I will have to say, the idea of medication really, really scared me. I don't know why. Just being like, oh, I want to be happy by myself. But they're really, I'm not a therapist or a doctor in any way. But in my mind, there's really only so much that your brain can actually handle. And when there's trauma after trauma after trauma, it might just need a break. And medication might just be that break that it needs. So, yeah. Anyways, that's my spiel on mental health. Okay. This is a cute question. What is my favorite childhood memory? I don't know. I was lucky. I had a pretty good childhood that I enjoyed. Probably just running around with all the neighborhood kids. And I remember I loved fairies and mermaids and all that stuff. So I'd like go out in the fields and I would just pretend like I was a fairy or something. And I remember one time at school, I was with my friends. We were running through the soccer players and we were pretending that they were pixies and that we were fairies. And if we got touched by the pixies, we would get hurt. And so that was really funny. Yeah, I think just being a kid, and I think my family dynamic, I loved that too. So yeah, that's mine. Let's see. I don't have too many more questions. This is probably okay, because I'm just kind of rambling, but I'm loving it. I'm not going to diss myself. Okay, so one of my good friends who actually knew my mom, she was friends with my mom. She was my young women's leader when I was in like girls' camps and things like that. Love her to death. But she asked, she was like, how am I handling my hardship and grief after losing my mom? And then, do I have any new routines or find myself looking for my mom in everything that I do? So I think that this is a really good question. How am I handling my grief and hardship? Honestly, I don't really know if I am. Like, I reached out and getting therapy, and I've started some medication that will hopefully help. But yeah, I've noticed, I don't want to like self-prescribe myself or anything, but whenever things get hard or I feel those emotions come up, I like detach, like almost instantly, especially if I'm in a place where I feel like I can't let those emotions rise because I'll be upset. But yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've just sat in my emotions and felt it. I really need to do that. So I'll probably do it in my next therapy appointment. But yeah, I don't know. I still think that it's a lot harder on me than I realize. And so I'm, in my mind, maybe putting it off because I know how much it's going to hurt. I don't know, because right now I feel fine. And I don't think about it all the time. And when I do think about it, it doesn't necessarily make me sad. But then at times I'm like, why isn't it making me sad? It should make me sad. I don't know, I've always kind of been this person, like I can detach and like really stop myself from hurting. Which I don't know if it's a good thing. Maybe it is. But yeah, I've noticed that that's something that I've been doing. Like the other day I was scrolling and I saw some memories or some pictures of my mom, and I just instantly, like it came and I instantly was like, nope, not right now. And so, but I can tell like right now as I'm talking about it, I think if I allowed myself to continue to think about her and to talk about her out loud, that I would allow myself to feel those emotions. So I need to do that. And yeah, that's why I'm continuing to do this, because I want to help other people through this. And even though I'm still learning how to help myself and how to handle it all on my own, not on my own, but how to handle it, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going day by day, you know, so yeah. That's why I'm sharing these videos, because I want you to see that grief is different for everybody, but also it doesn't have to be so consuming. But I don't want to say that either, because it can be consuming. Everybody's different in the way that they handle it. I could get hit like 6 months down the road, and it's been a year, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening to me? So, I don't know. I'm still learning and figuring it out. But right now, I am doing okay with it. And along with, do I find myself with new routines or looking for my mom in everything that I do? I don't really have any new routines because I was living without my mom before she died. And so, I mean, the only different routine is that I go to my dad and my stepmom's place for like Sunday dinners, but I absolutely love that like so much when we used to go to my house and have family get-togethers. So I think that's the only real different thing. Do I look for my mom in things? I don't necessarily. It's still hard. So that's where I notice myself like not allowing myself to think about her in certain situations, or yeah, I think I just like push it out so that it doesn't hurt. Look, I'm crying, wow. I haven't talked about these things in a while, and that's how I know that I still need to work on it, because yeah, it still brings up emotions, and I'm about to hit 6 months. Like, that's wild. 6-month update is coming soon, you guys. But yeah, I sadly don't look for her in things because it's hard to do that. So I avoid that. But, like, even going to In-N-Out, I am not gonna cry. It's funny what things play in your head, but when you speak it out loud, how real it makes it sound. Like, this area where I am reminds me of my mom, because before my mission we came here, we went shopping, and we got all the stuff from my mission, and we got In-N-Out. So, yeah. I am learning how to handle my grief. So, with that, I hope each and every one of you feels comfortable reaching out no matter what you're going through, and getting help if you need it. Even if you don't know if you need it. I mean, might as well reach out. And I know it's expensive and it's scary, but let's just get better together, you know? Anyways, those are all the questions I have. I saved the tears for my 6-month update. Keep a lookout for that. Yeah. I love you guys, and I love all the support that I've been getting, and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy these types of videos, and yeah, you guys have become such an outlet for me, and I think that this is going to be a huge, huge asset to my recovery, or not recovery, but learning how to deal with what's happened. So, yes. Make sure to follow my Instagram as well. You'll see more from me. I'm a lot more active on that. I've been very mindful about making sure it's uplifting and positive, but also very real and raw. So go follow that, and I hope that you all have a great week. I'm going to try to film out a few videos while I'm stuck here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I'm going to try. And yeah, I love you all. I hope you're all doing amazing, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! I love you all.